Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this Hue Experiential Soho, I would say. My name is actually Austin. I'm the head of consumer for both Malaysia and Singapore. I know that it's a bit cramped, that intentionally to make you guys keep you guys warm here. Yeah, feel relaxed, and then to enjoy the whole experiential of Hue later. Okay. Um, why are we here? I'm sure everybody was also start to ask around and why are we here? I know it's all about Hue, but the thing is actually what Hue can actually do for us in a day to day. In fact, Hue is nothing new. It had been launched back in 2012. As you know, Malaysians or the country itself, we will let the other try out. It's a good thing before it comes to Malaysia. So it proven is actually a good one. Back in last year, November, that's where we actually started to bring in Hue in Malaysia. It has been about 6 months now testing, and now we would time to launch it and to get more attention. All right. Hue, it's not just about color bulb. I hope you guys do not misinterpret. I always share that with my colleague. I'll just have a fun with the product marketing. I say, well, if you were to look at Hue as just a color bulb, we can always use the lantern paper to wrap it up, and that is actually a color bulb. But in fact, it's not. As you can see, it's a connected lighting. Yeah, and looking at the digital world now and the IoT is actually a common lingual in the market. So being the lighting company, we are the 126 years young company. We have invented and we are also part of the journey of the IoT company. Yeah, so Hue is sort of about connected. And especially Malaysians, we are very gadget savvy. I believe more than 30% of our Malaysian population are having at least 2 gadgets at home. Yeah, you can have your mobile at the same time you have the iPad and all those things. So it's actually make us one step closer to this digital world, and it's connected. So Hue will be one of the cool gadget in town where you can actually play with it, and it's very simple. It's all about plug and play. You don't really need electricians just to install it because it's so simple, and every one of us just get it off the shelf and fix it. So that is what Hue can actually do for us. And as you can also, the DJ have actually played a very cool music, and I'm not sure whether you realize that the light bulb is actually synchronized according to the music. They sync with the music. So this is actually part of the feature. And not only that, Hue can also do a lot more. And for myself, I don't really need an alarm clock anymore because that Hue Go can actually serve the purpose. Because for instance, if you want to wake up at 7 o'clock, so if you set 7 o'clock, so from 6:30 they actually start to brighten. If it's actually by 7, that's where the time that you want to make sure that you wake up is a full blast. And when you want to sleep, force yourself to sleep at 11, I know that's difficult. So what you can do is actually set yourself at 11. By 10:30, the light will start to dim. So by 11 o'clock, it goes off. So you have no excuse. Make yourself to sleep. And it's also come with some security purpose. For instance, if you want to save energy, but LED itself is actually energy saving. The moment that you set your certain area at home that you want it to be goes off, the light goes off when you're out from home. It's actually the GPS detected 30 meter, if I'm not wrong, 30 meter out from the home. Then if the GPS detected that you're out, it goes off the certain area that you want it to be off. The moment the GPS detected that you're back home, the light will also on. So these are the feature of, this is only a small little part of the features of the Hue. And later on, I don't want to steal the limelight of my colleague Esmond later. He will actually share more about Hue. And I'm also wonder, anybody also was asking what is the difference between Signify and Philips? Is everybody also start to curious, am I coming for a Signify program or a Philips event? In fact, this year, 16th of May, our company name have changed to Signify. But our brand name is still remain Philips, because Philips is a very reliable and we have in the market for very, very long, 120 over years. So our brand name is still remain Philips, and you can see all the products are still carrying the name of Philips because the reliability is there, but just that the company feel that we need to be younger. We are now going into IoT company, to embark into IoT. So the company have to be also be young. So that's where the Signify come about. And this is the company entity. So our product still Philips. With that, I hand over to Esmond to share a little bit more on Hue.
Thank you, Austin. I thought we're in clubbing scene at 2 p.m. Yeah. So, again, my name is Esmond. I am not Malaysian. I actually landed in Malaysia less than 4 months. I came from Hong Kong, subsequent China. I've been with Philips for over 8 years, spending the last 5 and a bit years on marketing on Hue in particular. So if you have any question afterwards, please feel free to ask me, and also most of our colleagues are behind you guys, surrounded by our colleagues. So please ask them on Hue. Austin has already given you a very, very comprehensive overview of what Hue can do, and in the times of internet, I'm sure you have already heard or even used Hue at home for some of the media friends. So I don't have to go from scratch, from zero to start off square one, what is Hue and all that. But why is it significant to our Signify IoT journey? Hue is connected. So connected device is the prerequisite of running an IoT system. Yeah. Number 2 is the devices can talk to each other. It is very, very important to understand this. There are many, many brands or many competition with smart lighting in the industry. But we are one of the leading companies or leading product range that has an open platform. So the protocol, in case we are a little bit geeky here, allow me, we run on the Zigbee protocol, so which is an open system. And on top of that, the SDK for Hue is an open platform. So anyone like me with a minimal programming skill, I can do my own app, I can set up my own customization. So globally, we also work with very, very well-known brands in order to create an even bigger ecosystem, smart home ecosystem. Apple, for one, has been with us since the inception of Hue in the beginning in 2012. Then we added on Amazon, Echo, Alexa, and then recently we've also added a very strong partner, Google, and also Samsung. These partners are developing an overarching smart home platform, and they choose to work with us because we are the leader in lighting. They want to work with the best, and we would like to work with them on the full integration. And there's no difference. It's the same SDK that they packed it with the Google Home hard coding inside the Google Home, or it's a soft coding that you do your own app. So either way, it's so flexible that I encourage every one of you to learn your basic, your C, or even if you know your HTML5, you can already start programming it. Okay, it's that simple. But of course, to normal layman users or consumers, we don't have to go that far. Because Hue is such an open system, there is an app called IFTTT, if this then that, I'm sure most of you have heard. For the lifestyle journalists, I'm sorry if you're not, I can show you later. But IFTTT, it has a lot of preset scenes done. For example, in case you are a football fan like myself, I'm sure 2 weeks ago we had countless nights of sleepless nights by watching footy, right? And sometimes your family members don't appreciate you stay up. So what I have said with the Hue Go, for example, real life case, is I've set the tone blue if France score over Croatia. Okay? So every time I was sleeping next to the bed, I was half asleep, trying to go through ESPN, and before it refreshed, because I have TTT, it draws the feed from ESPN.com to FiveView to my Hugo. It flashes blue 5 times. Okay? So it's as simple as that. And I've heard a lot of other stories, and we can share offline how people set up lights as a pre-alert when the bosses send them email, which a very demanding boss that needs his or her attention within 5 minutes. Yeah. I've also heard proximity, that when a wife is within 500 meters coming home, the light flashes red. Okay, so there are many things that we can do. So Hue is not a light bulb, as Austin correctly mentioned. It's more than that. It's an ecosystem. First step of uplifting your home to be a smart home. Okay. I don't have a lot of PowerPoint slides to go through because I don't want to bore every one of you. It's pretty warm here, and there are a lot of cold drinks behind. So, but I just want to show you there are plenty of players in the market on IoT, okay? And undoubtedly we are the leader in such because of our heritage from Philips and because of our commitment and investment. Someone was asking me before the event, how are we going forward with R&D? And we are investing even more after becoming Philips Lighting and now Signify. We are investing even more in Internet of Things, about connectivity, whether it's on a home, as we are seeing today, and also in the commercial and project space and professional space. So we are continue to invest. So some of the updates that we have done so far is I've talked about Apple, Amazon, Google, and one of the partners I keep forgetting, I haven't mentioned, is Razer. Okay? We noticed that the pain points of gaming there and gamers here. Gaming, it's right now we have to turn off all the lights, yeah? And we are focusing so much on a 27-inch screen or even bigger if you're using a projector 100-inch, but it's still not immersive enough to most of us. So that's why we noticed this insight, and we globally we partner with Razer, which is from this part of the world anyway, to create a set of accessories that will enhance the overall gaming experience. Okay? We do have more information on my PC, we can show you later. But we are looking at different application that is relevant locally or per different consumer insights. Okay? So on top of that, you see on the right here is HueSync. So whatever we see on HueSync is a new feature that we just added a couple months ago, and what it does is it can not only you can cast your content from PC to the TV in the wall, from PC to the wall, but at the same time, all the hue can be synced to the color of the screen. Okay? Imagine that. So instead of watching a 55-inch, we are really extending the screen to create a better immersive experience and ambience. And locally, with Marsing, one of the local property developer giants, we have struck an MOU with them late last year to co-develop with them their smart home concept. So Hue is being picked for one of those products to be placed in their smart home in upcoming developments. So it's a very major win for us in Malaysia, and more to come. So instead of going feature by feature, again, I'm not a lecturer, although I am in real life also. I also teach, but I don't want to bore everyone, all my good students here. So we do have, instead of talking point by point, we do have a few TV commercials that we produce by Global. They are pretty quirky, pretty funny, and that will be an introduction of what we, in terms of the applications and features of Hue. Okay, so let's do that.
Set your lights to welcome you home. Philips Hue.
the lights with your voice. Philips Hue. Light up your gaming. Philips Hue. Get up without waking up. Philips Hue. Dive deep into entertainment. Philips Hue.
That's a Hue scene. Okay, so these are some of the real life examples that we captured from different countries over time, and we produced in a quirky manner as a TVC. So some of the applications are real, by the way, seriously real. And on top of that, instead of watching TV and showing you PowerPoint on screen, we are in this really cozy, warm, comfortable home here. Well, not so comfortable, but comfortable enough for the day. We have some applications and locally relevant cases that we want to showcase with you, and Wayne and Alan can take us through. Okay? Thanks.
Hue basically will change the way you use and experience lights at your homes. Lights off, please. So, yeah, I'm home from work. Hey Google, turn on my lights. There we go. So, after that, I'd like to chill on the sofa and have a relax after a busy day. And then you know what? I really start to miss the vacation that me and my husband went last month. So we went to this nice beach and there is like the perfect sunset that we have seen ever. So I want to make my home back to that scene so that I can enjoy again that moment. So I'll show you how it's exactly there.
Okay.
So just click new scene.
Okay.
And then I'll go through my gallery
So you
to choose
just
the
need
best
Wi-Fi
photo.
or internet?
I really like this. There we go. So now I'm back to that wonderful vacation again in my living room.
Hey, hi dear, I'm back. Can I have a
Hi.
hug, please?
Go on.
Finally, I like this room.
Yeah.
I miss the
It
days that
reminds
we.
you of the vacation, right?
Yeah, I miss the days we were having vacation last month.
Great.
So you know what? We have so many visitors in our house today. So later let's buy them a good lunch, okay?
Sure.
So yeah, I have some good news for the visitors here. So today, I'm very excited to show you that there's this new software that Philips just rolled out. It's called the Hue Sim, which is a PC software, which is software for PC users. So today you are no longer just bound by through your mobile devices. Today, even through your PC, you are able to interact your lights with your activities from your PC. So you will feel a totally different kind of movie experience. Let me show you how. Okay, so Hue Sim, basically it's a free software. Just download. Sorry. Yeah. So Hue Sim, a new software that we just rolled out for all the PC platform. So just download this from our bhue.com websites, and it's free of charge. And then once you download it, of course, then you are able to sim whether be it any kind of pictures, your games, music, or even videos with your lights. Okay, so just let me show you how. Okay, so once that is done, just click on start. Okay, so let's watch our favorite movie now. Okay.
this is even better to watch a movie at cinema.
So why spend money in cinema when you can have the same experience?
Exactly.
Right?
Definitely still alive. Well, this is something one considers to balance. But this does put a smile on my face.
Yeah, what's the light blinking?
Oh yeah, it's a reminder light for me that the fish is cold in the kitchen. So let's all move to the kitchen. So in order to ensure that I remember the fish is cooked in the kitchen while we are watching the movie, so I've set a reminder light just now so that I won't overcook the fish. So now it's time for dinner, and even though we are not out in a restaurant in a romantic ambience, but I can still do that in our dining room. So set it to candlelight. Husband? Yeah. So now even in our own dining table, we can have the romantic dinner candlelight. Okay? So after the dinner, it's really time to get rest and relax in the bedroom. As you all can see, there is this motion sensor right up here, which is used to detect my motion whenever I go to my bedroom. So please come with me to my bedroom. Of course, my husband can also come up. So now I'm in my bedroom, and I would really like to read some books before I go to bed. So reading mode. So sitting on my bed, and before I really go to bed, what's the things that everybody will do is, of course, social media. So there is Facebook, Instagram, and at this point I really want to get myself into the sleeping mode. So I'll change the light to relax. So while browsing through, actually I don't have to worry that what if I fell asleep, the lights are still on and all that, because I've already set my go-to bed routine for every day. So with that, the lights will actually gradually dim down until it's off, so I can go to bed. It's also kind of prepare my body to go to bed. And waking up is the same thing. Rather than the annoying alarm clock, I have my hue lights to wake me up gradually, naturally, just like the sunrise. So trust me, you will rather to have the hue lights to wake you up rather than the alarm clock that's shouting at you with the same sound, same music every single day. So now I wake up, it's time to get myself prepared to go to work. So, and at the morning, sometimes you want to have an energized light to energize yourself to be prepared for the rest of the day, right? So I'll set into the energized mode. So with the energized mode, I'm energized, and also I can choose the best outfit for the rest of the day. So after I've choose the outfit, it's time for makeup. So makeup, I'll change it to the concentrate light. So I make sure that my makeup won't overdo or underdo under the sunlight, because this concentrate light is the same as the sunlight. So now I'm all ready to go to work. So yeah, that's basically end of our role play. Yeah, I'm not talking to you already. Okay? So yeah, that's all for our role play, and that's basically show you several things there. First of all, it's a peace of mind. Because the installation is free, and there is a home remember features which mentioned by Austin just now, and then it also sparks your imagination by the Hue Sync, so you can sing with music, sing with movies, etc. And last but not least, Hue likes also take care of your well-being by the waking up and the go to sleep features. So we will still be around, me and my husband. So my husband is expert of Hue. So if you have any questions, please come to us and to know further about Hue products. Thank you.